日本時間8月9日、ドジャースの山本由伸投手は、敵地でのダイヤモンドバックス戦に先発登板をしました。この日の山本投手は、6回途中107球を投げ、3安打、6奪三振、4四死球、無失点。12勝目にはならなかったものの、7連敗中のチームを救う力投を見せました。また、この日の大谷選手は、延長10回に勝ち越しとなる内野安打を放つ活躍を見せました。ドジャースは勝利をし、連敗は7でストップ。試合後、ダイヤモンドバックス陣営は大谷選手を敬遠しなかったことに言及する場面も。ここからはその様子を字幕付きでご紹介します。
Got a good pitching matchup today in Arizona. Yoshinobu Yamamoto against Diamondbacks right-hander Brandon Pfaadt. Yamamoto 11-7 with a 2.76 ERA, 121 strikeouts, only 29 walks in his 20 starts this year. Pfaadt is 6-1 with a 3.66 ERA, but in his 7 starts since coming back from the minors, 6-0 with a 1.55. Now, Yoshinobu Yamamoto did not travel with the team to Chicago. He wasn't going to pitch there anyway, but he was dealing as well with an illness ahead of his start today in Arizona. Right now, let's head back inside Chase Field. Kirsten joins us again live with more on Yoshi. Hi, Kirsten.
Hi, John. Yeah, the good news is that Yoshinobu Yamamoto is continuing to feel better. As you mentioned, he was dealing with a bit of just kind of a general illness bug, Dave Roberts shared this afternoon, and that unfortunately they decided that it just didn't make sense for him to go into a different time zone, travel with the team into Chicago when he could just stay on the West Coast, give his body time to heal and recover and be ready for the start today. And also to now be the stopper for today. Dave Roberts this afternoon, he spoke about Yoshi and gave an update as just to how he's feeling and what it means just to have him out there with every start that he makes.
Just kind of instills, brings confidence. Know he's prepared. Know he's going to go out there and compete and give us a chance to win. Like I said, we have a lot of stoppers, a lot of capable starters. This guy's done it time and time again for us. But at the end of the day, we still got to play a complete game. So obviously, Yoshi's going to go out there and set the tone, but we still got to, create stress, be good situationally, run the bases well, catch the baseball, and to go along with our expected performance from Yoshi.
He's continued to make his starts, but it did come out that he was under the weather, dealing with something. Was there any concern just with that sickness he experienced and the weight loss and how he's been able to continue to maintain himself?
I think he's in a much better place. I thought we as an organization did a really good job. He didn't travel with us to Chicago, so to kind of keep him here, local, same time zone, less travel. So saw him yesterday, haven't seen him today, but he's in a good place.
The good news is he was all smiles yesterday, so he feels really good to just set the tone early. But it needs to be a complete effort for this group to get back on track and back in the win column, guys.
Let's see if Yoshi can help them get it done today in the desert. Thank you very much, Kirsten. And Yoshinobu Yamamoto was the tough luck loser last time out against the Red Sox. 8 innings, gave up 3 earned runs, but he lost 3-2, Jerry. He's in the stopper role tonight, trying to help the Dodgers get out of this 7-game fight.
A very familiar role he's been with. And listen, he understands being the ace of the staff. You're going to be put in situations where you got to stop the bleeding. Dodgers obviously have not been playing well collectively. We're hoping Yamamoto continues going out there and pitch well, put up zeros, and give us a chance to win. So he understands what's at stake. We certainly don't want to drop another series to the D-backs. Find a way to win this ball game tonight. I think he's going to put his best foot forward.
That's what an ace does. Goes out there, and he has to go out there and stop the bleeding. Listen, he against what do you got? 8 innings his last out. He only gave up 3 runs. You think that would be enough? Obviously, especially we say you're supposed to, with this offense, you're supposed to be, that should be plenty, but obviously it hasn't been. So he's just got to go out there and continue doing his thing, continue doing what he's been doing all season long. Hopefully he goes out there, stifles this D-backs offense, and hopefully the offense for the Dodgers go out there and score more than 3. Get some runs on the board.
Speaking of Yoshinobu Yamamoto, the Diamondbacks beat him last month here in Los Angeles at the Ravine. Yoshi gave up 6 runs, which equaled a career high. Today, Dodgers looking for their World Series MVP, Nomar, to help put an end to this losing streak, which has gone on way too long.
Yeah, it really has, and you look for your ace to be the stopper, and that's Yamamoto. So he really has to go out there, set the tone, really find a way to stifle this D-backs offense. Obviously, too, that sticks in the back of your mind. What they did to you your last outing, you're going, okay, it gives you a little chip to go out there and say, listen, I got to make sure I go put up the zeros, and especially everything that your team is experiencing at the moment. So he has to go out there and stop. So hopefully, we know he's a competitor. We have seen it. So expect him to go out there and deliver.
We always talk about fastball command, but fastball command at the knees for Yamamoto is going to be very important, especially in that thin air of Arizona there. Get that fastball command and also incorporate the breaking ball. We all know about that split. When that split is working as well, it's devastating.
It's Yoshinobu Yamamoto starting for the Dodgers tonight.
Well, Kisher was just talking about limit walks, limit slug. Who better to give it to than the ace of this staff, the stopper in Yoshinobu Yamamoto. Look at his ranks in the NL. This is what he does, and no better time to get him the ball to do exactly what we're talking about. Limit the production, and that is exactly what he did in his last start, and especially what he's been doing lately.
Meanwhile, across the diamond, wow, let's go to Yoshi Yamamoto here, and this is one of the premier pitchers on the planet, Mark. His last outing was a tough luck loss to the red-hot Boston Red Sox, 3 runs in 8, but
the Diamondbacks got to him in
they did
in LA right before the All-Star break. You know, you can't expect to go out there and do those kind of statistics to a pitcher like this. You're going to have to beat this young man in a low-scoring game. He has one of the best arms, really, on the planet, like you said.
I'm curious about what you remember most of his MVP award from the World Series. It was a remarkable achievement.
Yeah, I mean, going against the American League's best team, and he just absolutely dominated them and made him look silly. The strikeouts, and if I remember correctly, didn't he come in relief too?
Yes, he did. Yeah, 2 in the 3rd, I think it was, in Game 7 after having 0 rest. And here's his arsenal. I'll bet if you asked him, he could go about 9 other pitches.
Yeah, I agree. He's one of those guys. A lot of your Japanese pitchers, they throw a lot of different kinds of pitches from different arm angles, and they all have a great split, and Yamamoto's one of them.
They should have one that just says kitchen sink.
Our pitching matchup today, Brandon Pfaadt versus Yoshinobu Yamamoto. It's a rematch of their start against each other last month at Dodger Stadium when Brandon Pfaadt pitched scoreless baseball into the 6th inning.
Yeah, Brandon won that matchup between him and Yamamoto. A lot of soft contact in that ball game at Dodger Stadium, mixing all of his pitches extremely well. Didn't walk a batter in the game, which may have been the difference because Yamamoto, on the other hand, walked 4 batters in that game.
He got himself into trouble and kind of blew up on him in a 5-run 6th, including a James McCann home run. McCann homered twice in that game. He's back behind the plate tonight.
What a surprise, huh? Yamamoto, season high 6 runs against the Diamondbacks at Dodger Stadium. Also, those 4 walks tied a season high.
This game that was story of the starting pitchers. Yamamoto for the Dodgers, Pfaadt for the Diamondbacks. Will be decided by the bullpens here in extras. Ohtani grounds the right side, knocked down, and with his speed, he's aboard, and a run is in. Tawa had a diving stop, couldn't recover in time, and Ohtani legs it out. They get the runner in 2-1.
Just the placement of this would have been a tough play for Tawa. It looked like he had it. Dove over to his right, but could not hang on. Gets to the position he needed to, kicks it off his glove, and you're right. Speed of Shohei, no chance to get him at first, and the Dodgers get a run here in the 10th.
So for the first 2 guys fail to do anything. Flyouts from Edman and Hernandez. Fiducia walks. Ohtani with the infield hit, and the Dodgers with a 2-1 lead, and a brief sigh of relief.
Going away again. Grounded to first. Towers knocks it down. Gotta hurry. They have no play. And Tucker scores.
Nice knockdown by Tawa, but by the time he recovers, Shohei has crossed the bag at first. There's a little slow getting over there to cover the base. I don't think they would have been able to get Ohtani either way.
You're going to look back at that wild pitch ball 4 to Fiducia that put Tucker on 3rd from Carrillo. That's the biggest mistake in this inning. But it's just the one run. Now you got to get Pages. Remember, Pages homered off Garcia last night.
That's one. Number two, you would have walked Shohei Ohtani.
I would have, yeah, if there's one person on this planet that I'm not going to let beat me, it's Shohei Ohtani.
Okay.
And sure enough, he got the opportunity in that situation. Yes, I would have probably loaded the bases and taken my chances with Pages, with either Carrillo or a fresh right-hander.
Okay, and you're still steaming.
With Ohtani up there, I think Tim was holding on the runner.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't want to give free 90 feet. They're going to take it, and you know, Ohtani's a good player, and even though I love the matchup, the left-on-left matchup, I didn't want to take him off of the bag. You know, the Dodgers did the same thing in the ninth inning. We hit a double play. They got a scratch base hit. So it's just one of those things. You got to sell out for it. You're trying to cover space. Timmy's very athletic. He just couldn't glove it and get his hands on it.
Dave, with how you guys were able to really just grind out this win and fight, what did it say about the group as you all had to battle, especially late in this one, whether it was guys, pitchers having traffic on late in the innings, and just how they got through it?
Man, it was, that was a tough one. We'll take it. I think that it comes down to the pitchers competed all night. Some of them were sharp, some of them weren't. Yamamoto got his pitch count up, and but did enough, obviously, throwing up zeros through the sixth inning or almost finishing the sixth. We got a big out there, with Phillips, and, Vesia with a couple walks, but found a way to work his way out of that one. Kyle had a good start to his inning, and then the hit, then the two walks, but then Tanner came out and made a big pitch to get the fly out. And so it wasn't pretty. I think offensively, we just got to get going. I think it's just hard to win games when, your margin for winning is a razor's edge. And so it's not like guys aren't trying, but, it's a tough way to pitch and have to be perfect. And so, yeah.
Battled in this one, even for you. How would you describe just navigating through their lineup? It did seem like it was a bit of a grind, but ultimately you were excellent.
今日こういう難しい打線でこういうタイプのゲームになったんですけども、山本さん的にはどういうふうにアプローチっていうか攻めていこうと思いました。
試合前からいい調子で投げれてたので、試合に入ってもしっかり思い切ってストライクゾーンをめがけて投げていけましたし。欲を言うならもう少しイニングいけたらよかったなと思いますけど、相手打線もすごく良かったので、とにかく今日の試合に勝てたことが良かったです。はい。
Because I had a good feel from before the game start, and then so I was carrying that into the game, and then I was trying to attack the zone, and then if it would have been better, I could go a little deeper into the game, but those lineup was good.
You all just to pick up this win, what is the feeling amongst the group to pick up the win as a group, just the feeling amongst the group and how you all had to fight to win this one?
今日こういうゲームをチーム全体で勝てたっていうところはどういう意味がありますか？
連敗が続いてたので、とにかく今日の試合をなんとか勝ち切りたかったですし、みんなもそういう気持ちだったと思うので、そういう、気持ちが一つになってしっかり最後まで、いい試合ができたなと、思います。
So we dropped the 7, and then I think everybody's feeling the same way. We really wanted to win, and then because I wanted to get the team off on the right foot.
What has the last week been like for you trying to get your strength back after the illness? What's the last week been like before you get your strength back after the illness? Get your strength back after the illness.
山本さんのいいところを使って攻めれたと思うんですけども、そこはどう感じますか、今日ゲーム全体で。
フォーム自体もすごく良かったですし、それでいい力感で投げれたので、空振りを取れる場面も、ありましたし、とにかくストレートもいいコースにいいボールがいってたので、とにかく自信を持って投げることができました。
My mechanics was working pretty well today, and then I was throwing with conviction today overall, and then so I was able to attack the zones today.
Physically,
Yeah, the pitch count got up there for Yoshinobu Yamamoto, but it's 5 2/3 scoreless innings. No more. How was he effective tonight in Arizona?
Well, listen, you're right. They got the pitch count up, obviously, but at the same time, what did he do? He gave the team a chance to win. I mean, the Dodgers had no answer for Fott, so you had to go out there and put some zeros. That's what the ace is supposed to do. We're going to go to the K zone, and him utilizing his different pitches to put guys away. First and foremost is getting ahead. We know that. He is attacking here to get ahead. 1-2. This was nasty. That was a split finger. I know they measured it as a cutter, but that was a split finger that fell right off the table. Here's a slider that he goes to as well. So now you're 3-2 fastball. I mean, he just paints that fastball right on the corner right there. Was just a tremendous pitch. And then there's the split finger. 2-2, the split finger. Incredible location with that split finger. Really devastating. He didn't throw the curveball an awful lot over the course of this game. But why? But he knows he has in his back pocket when he needs it. He sees that, throws the curveball, and then there's that fastball. Fastball command. Beautiful key that sets up the other pitches.
You know, it's amazing. He didn't have the best command of his previous starts. But when a guy like Yamamoto understands, I may not have my best stuff, I can still wiggle my way out of anything. No runs. He didn't go deep in the ball game. He threw a lot of pitches, but he understood what was on the other side. We weren't scoring off for Fott at all. He had to continue to put up zeros. Another great outing there by Yamamoto.
2 outs that last inning, you're going on contact, but did you have a sense that this would be it? That you'd been...
When Show was hitting? I don't know. I mean, I just went. I mean, there's 2 outs. Put the ball in play. So put the ball in play. Good things can happen. So ended up getting a single out of that, and that ended up winning us the game right there. So it was a great at bat out of him, and being able to get down the line was huge. I mean, we're confident in our abilities as hitters, and there's a lot of great ones in this lineup and on this team. So it's not always going to go our way. I mean, you can do all you can. It's not going to. Doesn't mean you're going to get a hit, but you just got to keep moving forward. I mean, pitching staff's been grinding a little bit, but they've been phenomenal for us all season long. So, I mean, they're just going to keep stepping up every time they can, and we're just going to try and do our best to put up some run support for them.
いかがでしたでしょうか。このチャンネルでは日本人メジャーリーガーなどを中心に野球情報をお届けしています。この動画が良かったら高評価、チャンネル登録をよろしくお願いいたします。今回も最後までご覧いただきありがとうございました。それではまた次の動画でお会いしましょう。